Hi everyone, welcome to today's Altcoin Bible. Remember, if you want to watch the extended version of this session where I actually cover a bit more RSI tips, I also give you a lowdown of what I shared with the masterminds this morning around the market, where I see it, what I'm sort of sensing is coming, and why we had that reaction violently to the downside this morning. So if you're keen on that, make sure to become a newsletter subscriber and you can get the full version of that video. Let's crack in today. I'm actually focused on two ecosystem plays and also, I guess, an L2 sidechain on Bitcoin. It's where I'm seeing the most action. I'm really not seeing too much action on the Ethereum main chain. You're looking at L2s and memes on that ecosystem. But what I'm looking at today is Solana ecosystem. It seems to be a very exciting, tradable, and investment atmosphere on Solana currently, just based on the chart. So the setups look really, really good. And what I'm looking for right now is just relative strength. So Bitcoin got nuked, and then altcoins just generally, some memes were down about 10%. What's new in this chop consolidation? But any that are holding up tremendously well, I'm very interested in it, and then I want to find out why. So I'm looking at Popcat here. This is an up-and-comer. I shared it in our Upper Trade webinar. I also shared it in our newsletter last week on Thursday, that I love the look of Popcat and what it's brewing in terms of the tokenomics. So Popcat, I think, sits at about 300 billion last time I checked. 300 million last time I checked, and it is such a small market cap compared to the bigger memes that are in this market currently. Has a huge runway. Now, we were talking about Popcat when it was actually down here the last couple of weeks, and since then it is gone up 80-90%. So feel really good about that kind of call on it, but you can't really anticipate when the market wants to move. But it just felt right, and we're thinking that there might be a Binance listing coming up. But regardless, we're here to look at the chart, and right now this chart is doing everything I want it to do to form an aggressive move to the upside in a new uptrend. So we see here, broke this very clear downtrend, these lower highs constantly, and we broke it through this region here. This is now creating this scenario where it's on top of these peaks. So big peak, there's one back here, I think. Yep, big peak there, big peak there. So this is a real strong level to the one it was staying under, but if it breaches it, we have to pay attention. Got above it up here, bit of a distribution top, then it ran into that rollover. Again, runs into the same resistance there, but over here, crashed right through it. Love it. This looks like it's a full trend reversal. We've got a new higher high here. See, this high over here is higher than the last one. Also got a higher low in this same movement. This looks tremendous. And this is a new range it's found itself up here in. It ran into the top side, so the resistance there, it's come down to the bottom and, sort of had this really nice candle, probably wiped out a few stop losses underneath. And now she wants to reverse, liking the RSI off the 50 region, also the stock RSI rolling over. I mean, it's not guaranteed this is going to just, career up, but this is exactly what you want to see in terms of a new trend forming that higher low structure before we move on into that. So cherry up this week without any hesitation. There are other charts that look really good as well, but I wanted to share Popcat in terms of the Solana ecosystem. Now, on that same ecosystem, here's another meme which doesn't look so hot, and it is a larger meme with much higher market cap. It's been around for a lot longer. Bonk tends to trade a lot better when Solana's breaking out into that much stronger ecosystem trend. Not ecosystem, but when Solana's in just a broad trend with the market. You see a very pump and dumpy style moves with Bonk. Right now, I don't really like how this is setting up. Now, D-Day for the Bonk chart here is this line here, this little low. It is looking a little bit weak, however, but you could argue that this is kind of a bottoming situation where it had the second low, came down, is now making it higher, and it could actually move higher from here. But broadly, it's below 50 on the RSI. There's a lot of weakness here, and it looks like she might want to lose this middle bit, but this blue line is that D-Day zone. Closer below that, she wants to grab liquidity in this box. So for me, this is the danger zone, and then you're sort of confirming the lows when it comes down here. Anything that doesn't look good right now, I just don't want a bar of it. It's a danger zone kind of crypto, and a lot of memes have been smashed, and if they're not showing any strength, I want to steer clear of them. Now, Stacks is that side chain on Bitcoin. Look, similar to, I guess, Popcat, but in a different sense. I love this move out of this volume zone. I think if we go to the daily, you'd probably see it, but it's been through this zone, hugging it a lot over the last few years, and we broke back through it. And you can see here, it's just point of contention. Wick through here, also really conclusive move here, but wick underneath, wick, bashed through here, and now we're coming back to retest resistance as support. So prior to that, to this move through, all this area above was resistance, all this volume, but we crashed through it, ran into the previous high over here, and now we are pulling back into that support zone, grab some liquidity, grab some volume. We're now sitting on top of the 20, the 200, and a lot of others. I'm looking at the 8 hour, but the daily looks really constructive as well. So I really love this in the start of a setup for a new high low trade. You see it's already begun. So this here, that's what you want to see. And I think once we have this here looks like a descending wedge, which is beautiful, and then it will career out of here. And I think with the Nakamoto upgrade for stacks beginning around now, it could be a really lucrative period for stacks if the market wants to hold together, of course. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll drop the link below if you want to join the newsletter and become a subscriber so you can see the full session. But apart from that, I hope you have a great day. I'm catching you for the next one. Bye-bye.